character. So we'll begin by understanding that there are about 9 different ways to set up your story and screenplay. About 9. And I'll explain every one of them as we go along during the rest of the course. So we have what I call the traditional opening of your screenplays to set up your story and character. There is what I call the visual dynamic of setting up story and character. There is the character driving the action, which we saw in 500 Days of Summer. We have action driving the character that we saw in Schindler's List. And I'm going to keep these up and end the session with these same 9 ones so you can copy them down. We have voiceover as a way to set up your story and screenplay. We have what I call the contemporary opening of a screenplay, done in such a way that it brings a very contemporary feeling to it. We have the circle of being, an emotionally impacted event that works upon your character. And we have the inciting incident, which we've already seen illustrated in Crimson Tide. And we have a non-linear way to open up and set up our story and screenplay. 9 different ways: traditional, visual, the character driving the action driving the character, voiceover, setting up story and screenplay. We have contemporary, a contemporary style and form to setting up story and screenplay. We have the circle of being, which is an emotionally impacted event, which we'll explain and illustrate. We have the inciting incident, as we know, as a way to set up certain stories in a way that grabs the attention of the reader and the audience. We have the non-linear way. Non-linear meaning you can tell 2 or more stories simultaneously, one in present time and one in flashback. For example, like, God, I had the title, I just lost it. No, it was, Ralph Fiennes and English Patient, thank you. First I thought it was a French something, but the English Patient opens up in present time and past time, and we intercut through present time and past time all the way through the screenplay, but we set up the storyline in a non-linear way. We set up the story with the ending that becomes the beginning. Now, as we all know, a screenplay is a story told with pictures, in description, and dialogue, and placed within the context of dramatic structure. A screenplay, of course, is a linear arrangement of related incidents, episodes, and events leading to a dramatic resolution. So if you ever want to think about telling a story and how you would define what a story is, you would say it's a linear arrangement of related incidents, episodes, and events leading to a dramatic resolution. All stories have a beginning, middle, and end, but not necessarily in that order. So The English Patient is a story where the end becomes the beginning, and we go back in a circular motion to tie up the end of the story that shows the second half of the beginning sequence in An English Patient. Very interesting film because you have a past time and you have a present time. But that's an illustration of a non-linear setting up character and story. So let's go in and begin to explore these particular kinds of ways. The traditional way. I call it traditional because this has been done in Hollywood, in the US film, for years and years and years and years. We start the screenplay by establishing the main character as he or she is growing up. So you start with an incident or an episode or a sequence of the main character when he or she is young and growing up. So as an example of that, Joe, we're getting ready for our clips. So as an example of that, here is the opening of The Departed.